Hey Pisces star seeds, it's Sweet Spirit Mystic. Thank you for tuning in. How is everyone doing? Did anyone sleep last night? Okay, it was a challenge, but we're here. So let's see what the messages are. Which decks? Okay, let's get one of these. The archetype deck. Messages for Pisces. What will be helpful? If there's any warning or any comfort. Gosh, it's just been hard. And I don't even watch the news or am on social media, but I know that there's a lot going on. So let's see. Okay, we have the vow. What else do we have? So we have the vow, the judge, and the nectar. The lover also at the bottom. So this obviously has to do with a romantic relationship. And I feel like with the nectar here, there definitely was love, sweetness, like care. But then something happened to where one person couldn't step up. Because with the vow here, we're faced with people all the time in our life, right? And everyone has the opportunity to make a choice. So just because two energies come together that feel really good, right? One can always choose not to, okay? And their behavior might show it before their words do. Like their words might be saying, oh yes, this, I want this. But then their actions are showing you that they're not choosing what they're saying. So that's where this judgment happens. There is a planet in the sky called Orcus. It has its own moon. It's out there, like past Pluto. Okay? It has a really long cycle. I don't even know what it is. But that planet talks about vows. What we agree to or not. And when a vow is broken, what happens? So 333, when a vow is broken in this Orcus mythology, it's like you're removed from that situation. So even though you, Pisces, were ready, like you want to take those vows, you want to create that future life and be committed. If someone energetically was not choosing that, they've broken their vow. So there's this split that happens. Okay. So now, let me pull one of these. I like this deck, but it's tricky because you have to look at the book. Okay, so let's get a few cards here. You know, so there was good intention here, but on some level, someone couldn't. All right, we have 33. This comes up a lot, actually. So let's see what that card is. 33. And then this one is 45. These could be ages. Okay, and then at the bottom we have 47. Okay, so let's hear what these are about. So 33 refers to the Knight of Wands. Okay. The path is straightforward. It's like, okay, I want to go in that direction. So that's where this started. You both had this feeling of, okay, this is what I want. Let's go for it. Okay, a lot of eyeballs on you, them, this situation. Maybe a lot of people holding their breath, like, let's see how long this one lasts. And wow, I cannot see. It's getting better, but wow. Okay, I can't. So we just know that it's the Knight of Wands. It's a number 6, and it means that the path is straightforward. It's also connected to 33, which is also a 6. 6 is harmony. Find out what your numerology is for this year, 2026. Okay, so it's like it started out in this harmonious way. You both were on the same page, moving forward. And then something happened. Number 45, it's the 10 of Cups. Okay. Straightforward and curving, so a curve started to happen. 10 of Cups talks about family. So family involvement, friend involvement, all the whispers, all the, are you sure? What if this? What if that? Okay, you're not in the relationship with me, but these things started to have influence. Okay. And this is a number 9. 10 of Cups. Alignment, understanding, and celebration. So like, was this a good match? Is this a good match long term? And then we have 47. The Knight of Cups, number 2. Ending. Okay. Charm, reflection, charisma. And I feel like that's when things started to come out. Someone changed their mind. A judgment was made. Like a partnership was lingering, but something was off. It looked good on the outside, but when you really looked, it wasn't. It wasn't. Okay, let's get into the tarot now. So like it shows, it was straight, very clear, and then things changed. Oh, there's a curve. Oh, and there's an end. Okay. And that sounds really clean and straightforward, but I'm sure it was challenging. It's like there was one of you with your hand out ready to give, to receive, and the other that was like, no, I can't. And this is all energetic. Like you see it in people's behavior. Okay, if you have dealt with anyone with addiction, they do not think about you. Their true love is whatever they're addicted to. Okay, yes, they can be addicted to you, but I'm talking about substances. You can love, you can be there, but they're not seeing that. They're just looking at, when can I get my next something? Okay, so that already puts you down a level in a love relationship. You are not the priority. They might say it, but what do their actions say if they're passed out and you're alone? Or they're angry and you're alone? You're doing everything alone, okay? That's not a partnership. That's not a vow. That's like a slave. Okay. So we have here the Nine of Swords. All right, so this is a warning. Queen of Pentacles and the Moon. So sometimes there can be hidden resentment, jealousy, wanting what you have. And there was an energy here that felt that towards you. Wherever this was coming from, we may never know. Okay, it can be friends, family, usually. It can be outside forces. It can be past lives. It can be, I don't know, spirits, all kinds of stuff. But whatever it is, there was some energy out there that did not want you to have this nectar of life secretly. And those energies, that kind of doubt is what sinks in to your mind, to your partner's mind, and it just crumbles it from the inside out. So it's really important to be vigilant, but not to your own detriment. It's like both parties have to be willing to put in work. If one person's checked out and the other one's doing all the work, there's a weakness there. There's an imbalance there, so it won't be able to survive. So if there have been relationships like that in your life that are ending, that's why. And then we have the Nine of Cups. So this is that reminder, Pisces, to focus on yourself right now. Even if you're in a relationship, right? You're like, hey, I've got to fill my own cups, all 9 of them. And then once those are filled, then we can do the 10th cup together. But until then, it has to be about you. And people will say that's selfish and all that, but after being with someone that has made you feel alone for so long, that's how you regain your strength and your energy. We have Sagittarius coming out, so Sagittarius qualities, the adventurer, the friend, doing things socially, not being afraid. It's just like, yeah, live your life. All right, what else? The vow. So the vow is what's coming. Aquarius. Okay, so we are in Aquarius season now. And we will be until about February 19th, 20th, somewhere around there, when it switches into Pisces, which is our energy, thank goodness. Okay. So a few more weeks, right? We have the Page of Swords, Queen of Cups, ooh, and the Empress. There's someone watching you, Pisces. Scorpio, Queen of Cups, Empress, Taurus, Libra. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, the Empress. So this is kind of reminding me of like gossipy energy. Friends, relatives, mother figures. But what do they want? What's the deal? This is your life. It's like maybe they don't want you to have happiness. So they're always planting these seeds of doubt in your mind or your partner's, or influencing them in some way. And if someone's not strong enough, they are taken. What is that? Yeah, they're doing some kind of work, collaborating. Oh no. Like those, what are they? They're called like covens? To bring in stability, Two of Pentacles. So they'll prey on the weaker person. Yeah, creating burden, making things really hard, really heavy. Yeah, where you're doing all the work. And with the Knight of Swords, it's like just scrambling the energy to where it's hard to focus, hard to get anything done, chaotic, reckless. And I'm sorry to say, it's like whoever you're dealing with, they had a weakness that this group of women or this coven or whoever, whatever this is, preyed on. They found what that was and they pushed that button. Oh, wow. So now what? Okay. Now what do you do, Pisces? Because this had to end. Okay, with the Sun and the Three of Cups and Temperance. Okay, so you have behind the scenes help that are really proud of you. They're happy that you've stood your ground. Ace of Wands, they're bringing in, yeah, with the Page of Wands, a new message. A new, like, ooh. Pay attention to the next new moon or full moon. That'll be early March. Something's going to help you, like early March, like maybe like March 3rd. Maybe that's your birthday. Go ahead and do it. Don't doubt it, because it's going to help you. Six of Swords. It's guiding you. It's something to do with your work. Yeah. 8 and 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, don't doubt this, because it's going to work out in your favor. And with the Two of Coins, it'll help you balance your life out, create some boundaries, not have any dependence on anyone in a negative way. It'll help you heal from any of this emotional disappointment, and it will connect you with someone that is on your vibration. This does not have to be romantic. Like, say you want a new friend group, these will be people that want to do those types of things with you, those healthy habits. Last night I went to a breathwork class and like a sound healing, and there were so many people in there. And I was like, wow, there's a lot of people that are into this. You know, and they serve tea afterward. So be discerning, Pisces. Go do things that are interesting to you, that fill your cup with the right types of energy. Remember, you'll have to dump out all that old cup, clean it, wash it, and then like, okay, this is what I want to put in this new cup. And anything that's not that, it's out. Heads on spikes. Okay? This is Aquarius energy too. So just these next few weeks, we're going into the year of the fire horse in the Lunar New Year. Okay, this hasn't happened for 60 years, 60. Okay, so if you want to look back to, hold on. So if we're in 2026 minus 60, 1966. What was happening in the world at that time? We might see and feel, okay, let's just look this up interestingly. Like our world's parallel. There's what happened historically in 1966. And, every country has their own stuff, but let's see. Global political. Mao Zedong launches the Cultural Revolution in China, radically reshaping society, education, and politics. France withdraws from NATO, asserting national independence. Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe, faces intensified international sanctions over its white minority government. In the U.S., civil rights movement continues. Ronald Reagan became governor of California. The Miranda rights were established. The Vietnam War. Okay, the Beatles stopped touring, making a shift towards studio innovation. Counterculture accelerates, psychedelics, Eastern philosophy, communal living, anti-war. Okay. Fashion and design move toward minimalism and futurism. So mod, space age, Jetsons, that kind of thing. Luna 9 becomes the first aircraft or spacecraft to soft land on the moon. Early groundwork laid for ARPANET, the precursor of the internet. Advances in space and computing reflect Cold War competition. Okay, so the big picture: disruption of old authority, rise of youth, ideology, and system changes. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff going on geopolitically all over the world. Weird stuff. I don't even know what they are, but I know it's intense. This is all that shift that's happening. So we also, as human beings, have a connection to that. So what internal shifts are happening for us? Like if you think about civil rights, it's like, what are your rights, Pisces, for you and your happiness? What does that look like? What are non-negotiables? King of Cups. So the things that make you feel, oh, we've got an Emperor here. And this is the future. Okay, so what you want, oh, and there's that 10 of Cups we were talking about. What you want is a partner or a companion or a work environment or whatever that is emotionally protective and stable. That's it. Because guess what? That translates to a lot of other things. If you have control of your emotions, your whole life is different. Some people's lives are really chaotic, and that's because they can't control themselves emotionally. So whether this is you or someone new coming in, this is that time where you get to make these changes in a clear way, because we go from the moon to the sun. It's very clear. It's not just passive, because the sun reflects onto the moon and we see that. But the sun is the sun. When the sun is out, the sun is out. It's not reflecting on anything else. We feel it. So it takes out that middleman kind of energy. Okay? So Pisces, I love this reading. It's quite deep. So sit with it. I'm going to sit with it too. And see how things go over the next, until we get to Pisces season. Okay? All right. I love you. You're amazing. And that's the thing. You know all of this is coming. You've known it's coming. You felt it. So this is where you trust your intuition. You might not say anything about it, but when things start to unfold, you're like, yep, I knew that. So write it down in a journal. Like, we don't always have people we can share with. I know I don't. But write it down, because it will all make sense. And you'll be right, as usual. All right, Pisces. I don't even know what I'm going to entitle this, because it was so much. But I love you, and enjoy your day. And get specific on what needs are to be met in this future. All right, Pisces, I love you. We'll see you soon.